Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes, letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing, man? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. International.
The Chicago, nigga.
I'm only gonna do this once. Classic. Lord God, anything attached to me that could be holding me down and keeping me from my ascension. I pray that you detach that from me, so I can fly. They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Gandhi, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. It's the people that hurt me the most in this life, be the people that's locked in my phone. They made a mistake, I gave them some grace. I make a mistake and they won't do the same. People be dishing out what they can't take and they take what they cannot get back to the game. I'm unforgiving cause I'm unforgetting. I harbor resentment, I know what you did. I am not Jesus, it ain't no repentance when I'm on a mission and moving relentless. Been here before, I know the feeling. Think it's forever, the end to be chilling. Mike Jackson, my life is a thriller. Close to midnight, I turn to the villain. Boundaries over sparing your feelings. Sebastian gone, you can cry me a rip. To be great, you gon' have to be different. When you say it, they gotta know that you meant it. Long as your actions match your diction, people gon' know that you standing on business. A lot of experiences come with this wisdom. I'm only giving you what I've been living. Enlightened now, but still remember the time my mind was a prison. Enlightened now, but still remember the time I felt like a victim. I remember. Talk. Enlightened now, but still remember the time I felt like a victim.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah. Lord God, let me fly, They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Selena, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. Come to people I'm already knowing. People fickle, coming and going. People different when weather is storm. Some people pull over when it start to pour. Some people pull over when it start to drizzle. Some people foul, I can't get a whistle. Make it or miss it, I'ma keep shooting my shot like a pistol. I need you to hit me, I need you to feel me, I need you to clear as a crystal. For all of my gotta go get us. This language I'm talking is different. Keep cracking the code, stacking your dough and using these hoes for business. Make money with her, not children. We catching bags, not feelings. It's the reason why scars still leave a mark when they done healing. It's the reason why all of us guard our hearts after hurt feelings. There really is no forgiveness. There really is no forgetting. It's happening for you, not happening to you. Just stay on the mission. Set me free. It's happening for you, not happening to you. Just stay on the mission. set me free. Classic. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and I'm here with my dog, none other than Mr. Walk Down.
How y'all doing today? It's your boy Tez from the TezDown. We having a good time. How you feeling, Classic?
All is well, brother. All is well. Classic.
I like to hear it. I just hold on. I'm not done.
What up, though? What up? What up? Let me see. Tez in rare form, chat. Hello to 4K. Where you at on your subs, Tez?
I stopped counting at around like 5. Can't keep looking at that. It's crazy. I was not expecting that.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Trey Finesse in the building. What up? Ian Too Deep in the building. What up? He said, get your tickets to the tour. Absolutely. Ellis in the building. What up? What up? What up? McKinnon in the building. What's going on? Kira in the building. What's happening? She said 5K, Tez. Let's go, my guy. Yeah. You say that. Say that one more time.
Thank you.
Walk that shit down. Ellis with the muscle. What up, Ellis? Who else here? Who else in the building? James, what's going on? What's going on with it? Who else in here? Yeah, what's going on? Why you ain't say nothing? What's going on with it? Who else? Okay, listen, that's everybody who falling through the chat so far. What's going on? It's another episode of the human experience with myself and the TezDown, man. We're gonna call them 5K Tez for the day. Hey, but listen, don't be too modest on us. Still hit the like and subscribe button.
Hey, y'all. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciates it.
Hey, so look, let's get into the show. We got an icebreaker for y'all. We're going to slide over to none other than The Truth After Dark, and we're going to get warmed up with a little dose of Mrs. Cheyenne Bryant. I know this episode actually launched.
Into casual sex.
This episode actually launched a little while ago, but we're revisiting a certain part of it. We're revisiting a certain part of it for today's episode, and we just want to discuss this with the ladies and gentlemen here in the chat. Let's roll.
Because I'm not into casual sex, so
part of the relationship.
Yeah, I'm into it. What I'm saying is because I'm not into casual sex, part of how I connect and express my love is also through the act of making love. And it's also through allowing my husband to use my body as a vessel for his satisfaction. See, a lot of women have a problem with that. And I'm not knocking them. They do. But what I'm saying is for me, but that's a love language for me. So for me, like, right, if my husband is saying, in the morning, I just want a quickie before I go to work. I don't take it as he's getting a quickie because he's using me. He doesn't love me. I take it as, oh my God. Like I'm being used by my husband. He's using my body as a vessel to satisfy him. So for me, I'm going, I want you to want me for a quickie, for a longie, for an in-betweenie, whatever it is, because now I'm feeling needed by you, loved by you, nurtured by you, and I'm being a vessel for you, right? So my thing is, if he's coming to me all day long, and I've had to tell a client this, if he's coming to me all day long, then that should never be a defining factor whether he cheats or not. That's a character flaw. However, I'm also not putting my husband in the position to feel like, wait a minute, I'm in a deficit because all I'm doing is trying to use my wife, who should be a vessel for me, and I don't even have access to that. So I'm an access woman. My husband accessing my body is also a love language for me. So the more that he accesses me and has his way with me, the more I'm in love and feeling loved by him. But I'm also not a fatherless girl. I've had a father in my life, not just present, but present, having conversations with me that men should be having with their daughters. When I first got engaged, he was very clear. Listen, don't deny him. If he's leaving to go somewhere, offer it up. Make sure that he knows that he has access to it. He said, unless it's abuse or something of that sort, submit. There's nothing wrong with that. And so I was told that by a man who loved me, right? Who never took advantage of me. So his word is bond. And when I've been in relationships, I've been engaged twice. That's one thing that I remember my fiance saying. He was like, one thing I got to say about you, Shy. He's like, no matter what we went through or disagreed with or argued about, he's like, you never denied me sex and you never played around with trying to puppet me with that. Because I'm not into cat.
All right, Tez, let's talk about it. Hey, listen.
No.
They perfect on the truth at the dark.
Can you play like the first like 10 seconds again?
She perfect. She's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I can. It's no problem. She's absolutely perfect, chat. It's crazy how perfect she is.
Casual sex. So a part of how
the relationship.
Yeah, I'm into it. What I'm saying is because I'm not into casual sex, part of how I connect and express my love is also through the act of making love. And it's also through allowing my husband to use my body as a vessel for his satisfaction. See, a lot of women have a problem with that. And I'm not knocking them. They do. But what I'm saying is, for me,
a vessel for your husband's satisfaction. That don't even sound right. Like, I get it, but does it sound right? Like, it sounds perfect. I'm gonna tell you what this sounds like. Every lady that's watching this is probably gonna say, "We have found the pick me."
Nah, I don't think women are buying it. I don't think they're buying it. Women
ain't buying that either.
Women play dumb when it's convenient, but they're not dumb.
Yeah,
they're not buying that shit. Because listen, all the women I've had on this platform, all the women you've had on this platform that talk like that are married or taken.
Yes, every time.
Every last one of them.
And have been married or taken for a long time.
Kira asked a pivotal question. Wait, is she married? Has she ever been married? Girl, please shut the fuck up forever.
Classic.
Well said. But engaged 2 times. You see what I'm saying? If it's like that, somebody gonna take you off the market. Unless you don't want to be took.
Classic.
Oh, we got.
What's up? Tristan? He said, I told y'all these chameleons will talk a good game to somebody who is clueless. Absolutely. Yep. Ellis said, all my women be like that. It's an unspoken rule, though. Be like what? Which part? Tristan said, how many men used your body as a vessel?
Classic.
It's a vessel.
Yeah, like you just been. Never mind. Cassie, what up? What's going on with it? We trying to get to the bottom of this. So, as far as like the woman offering up her body as a vessel, I'm gonna say this. I don't know that I love that. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't like obligatory sexual activity, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like she needs to be on that. It don't gotta be, oh, he getting ready to go out of town, so now she feel obligated to come put it on me, even if she not in said mood or whatever the case may be. Like it's an obligation. I don't want no obligation head. I don't want no obligation box. You feel me? I'm kind of cool on that. So like the whole vessel part, I understand it. And I'll say this, I could even have an appreciation for it, but I don't know that I would, you know what I'm saying, really cash in on that. You feel me?
Yeah. It's not something that doesn't sound fun. Like relationships are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun. Like the obligation stuff does not sound fun. It's not sound exciting. And to be honest, it don't sound like she wants him.
Right. Yeah, I don't know about the vessel thing. I think I'm somewhere in the middle between, you know, I don't believe women should be holding out necessarily either, right? Like using it as a punishment or weaponizing it. I don't believe in that. I don't necessarily believe they have to serve it up when they don't feel up to it either, right? I'm somewhere in between on that, right? I'm somewhere in like, I'm sorry, man. It's going to be difficult to have this conversation without circling back to that's why you need a sister wife.
Ooh.
But we don't have to go there because we'll stay there. But Kira said a woman's body don't even work like that. SMH. She's really a fool and selling snake oil to these women. I like that terminology, selling snake oil.
Classic.
I agree though. A lot of word salad, you know what I'm saying? I guess she's using snake oil dressing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think she said something that theoretically sounds good. You know what I'm saying? And it's pandering. Cheyenne does a lot of pandering to both sides. She'll pander to the women one moment, Cam Newton, great example, right? Then she'll pander to the men in another moment. This what we're looking at right now on the Truth After Dark, right? It's just pandering, a whole lot of pandering. And for what? You know?
Mm-hmm.
For what? To try to obviously build an audience, you know, get this content creation money. But it's like we can apparently see through the bullshit. So for the people who can't see through the BS and the people who actually top their word salad with the snake oil, I mean, do they deserve their outcomes?
Classic.
We're going to call it salad dressing.
Yeah, snake oil dressing. Classic Caesar Desert. Cease and desist. Oh, you taking that? You taking that? Cease and desist. You taking that, McKinnon? It's already trademarked.
He said Pandering Express.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she does a little bit of both. So I mean, we know what that is. But I think her nonsense is actually nonsensical enough for us to actually have a short icebreaker this week.
Classic.
Yeah, I don't think anybody buys that. Anybody that's been in a relationship is not going to buy that.
Yeah, we don't need to stay here long. Tristan said, and he still wasn't good enough. Ain't that something? Ladies, multiple engagements is not an accomplishment. Say that. You ain't lying. What is this? I'm a sharp Cupid. I'm a sharp Cupid. Okay. I'm a sharp Cupid. Hey, chat. What's going on with you, brother?
What's up?
Yeah, what's going on with you? Let's move then. Let's move off the icebreaker. Thank you for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant coming through with some nonsense for us to react to. You know what I mean? Very echo chamber type shit she be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
think about it. Who's she talking to really? She's not talking to the wives because the wives they have their lane already. You know what I'm saying? If a wife and her husband are doing great, they doing great. But if a wife and her husband not doing great, then he's cheating. That's just how it works. Or she's cheating. That's just how it works. So who is she really talking to? That's what I can't figure out who she's really talking to, especially if she's not married. How would she even know? A non-existent vessel to a non-existent husband?
You gonna crash out on her, Tez?
No, I just don't get the like. There's extremism that, like, you know, I've been combating extremism in certain areas for the last couple of months, and this is just another one of those things. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, you know, you do this and do this and this, and you're gonna get married. No, you're not. No, you're not. If anything, he gonna feel like, man, don't look, ladies, this is coming from a man here. Okay, let me go ahead and break the fourth wall. No man that I know, including myself and everybody else that I know that do man talk, and we do have man talk. None of us like obligation box. None of us like obligation anything. You feel like you have to give it to you on your birthday and on Christmas? Come on, man.
What you think about this? Ella said most women do fall in love through sex.
I think that's the thing that tips it. I don't think they have to fall in love from that. I think that's what tips the tide, though. Like once you do that and it's great, and they see you work what you're working with, then they'll fall in love with you. But you know, I'm saying, like deep in love with you. They start acting crazy in some instances.
I like to believe I could get a woman. I like to believe a woman could fall in love with me through conversation.
I think so too.
Yeah, I like to believe that. But he said most, so maybe it's true. I don't know, E. I don't know how I feel about that one. I got to get at some more thought. That might be a whole nother episode.
Oh, what's up, Amy? How you doing?
Sharp Cupid said, I've been in your chat. It's me. Oh, okay.
Amy,
What's
yeah, what's
going
up,
on?
Amy? How you doing?
Just change the handle. Oh, okay. That's
Which
what's
one are
up.
you on? Which chat are you in? I think you're in the RSC chat probably. Because I don't see you on this one. And I don't see you in classics.
Yeah, probably my chat. James, what up? What up? He said, well, Ellis said she trying to float me in boats. Yeah, for today. James Holloman said, Tez, go ahead and crash out, bro. He already kind of, yeah, it was slight. Tristan said, I would say that a man can use a woman's body as an outlet, not a vessel. Proper use of the vocabulary. Very technically, you could, if you was a politician, you could slide with that. Sharp Cupid said, what it do, homie? Let's see. Mike,
yeah, I know that's Amy. That's Amy. I know who that is.
They think it's love. Yeah, he's saying from sex. They think it's love. Ellis said, I ain't gonna lie, I use sex as a weapon sometimes.
Ellis, you diabolical.
Yeah, hey.
Stone cold.
That tiger be showing his stripes, don't
remember this day. Remember this day.
Ellis come into the house like this every day.
Walking shit down.
Yeah, every day, Ellis. I guarantee it.
All right, we getting into our next segment. We'll actually be reacting to the first lady of the RSC Soft Rains hotline from yesterday, from last night. She threw an after party chat and a whole bunch of people pulled up, and we wanted to revisit the subject matter here on The Human Experience because we thought it was an amazing topic. So let's listen to her give the rundown, and then we're going to bring it to the discussion table here. Let's get it.
This a safe space. She says, a few weeks ago, I had a man slide in my DMs. He replied to one of my stories saying, you got to chill before I take you off the market. Mind you, I don't know or follow this man on TikTok. So I swiped to take a look at his profile. Child, I was pleasantly surprised when I went to his profile and saw this 6'3" fine piece of chocolate. So being as single as I am, I respond, okay, do it. I dare you. And she puts a side note in here. She says, haven't been on a date since November. So we casually chat back and forth for a week or so before he asked for my number, which I gave him. So we start talking and come to find out, not only is he fine, but he is kind, intelligent, in the Navy, God-fearing, and is the organist at 2 churches. So of course she was intrigued. So by week 2, Ted's laughing. By week 2, we're talking on the phone and we're having thought-provoking conversations. He discloses his previous dating history, previously married and divorced as of 3 years, 36 years old with no kids. Gives me the whole rundown of his 1.5 year on again, off again ex-girlfriend that he last saw about 4 months ago before his temporary assignment. He says that there's no contact. She blocks him and changes her number each time they break up. So she goes a couple of days without talking to him because she had been sick. But 72 hours later, they're on the phone chatting again and he drops his bomb on her. He says, I believe in full disclosure and being honest. And she was like, okay, I'm listening. Then he says, my ex unblocked me and reached out and let me know that she's pregnant and brought the pregnancy test over to my apartment as proof that she is 4 months pregnant. So she responds and says, oh, wow, I appreciate your honesty and letting me know, but it sounds like you need to prioritize figuring this out, your situation, and not getting to know me. So he responds and says, you wouldn't want to continue to know me? I like you, and I don't think this should be the end of this. And she says, respectfully, I don't want to be caught in the crosshairs of you figuring this out. And then she ends it by asking, can somebody explain to me why men think it's okay to date women and actively have a child on the way? And she said, this is not her first encounter. Like, how do you think this is going to go? Men go back to their exes because it's familiar already, and now add in a child. She says, sir, you're going to want to romanticize wanting your family.
Let me tell you.
Okay. So, Tez, what was your response to this?
I mean, my response was the answer to the question. I don't see what the problem is. Like, he told her what it was. He told her he had a baby on the way. After he found out he had a baby on the way, he didn't even know that. Was he supposed to just stop and then try to make things work with the ex that is apparently toxic?
So that was your response on the show?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't carry a child. So if they're not together, he doesn't carry a child. What is he stopping his life for? He's the same. And then how long? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was kind of editing and like half listening, so I'm really grasping the whole thing right now. What was In Too Deep saying? Similar to what you said?
Saying that as a young man, he gonna tell the dude, hey, just live your life. But as an older man, he said he wished he wouldn't have dated while there was a baby on the way.
So he said he actually did it?
Yeah.
I think everybody got this whole situation twisted. When I'm listening to this right now, it sounds like dude is a bullshitter. This alleged on again, off again, girlfriend or whatever, baby mama, whatever the case may be. He was rocking with her the whole time. She's the main chick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His sporadic, spotty, like alleged spotty communication and all that is so that he can create the gaps to finesse and move and groove how he needs to between those two women, or if there's perhaps more than two women. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you why I think the same thing.
Yeah, this dude is a player. You know what I'm saying? He bullshitting. And,
ain't nobody that perfect. He an organist at 2 churches.
Yeah, listen, being a handsome brother working in a church, let me tell you something. In the name of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? It's plenty of box at your disposal. If you playing an instrument at a church and you happen to be charming, 6'3" and chocolate, I'm about 6'2" and I don't play no organ, but I done evangelized a little bit. And listen, there's a lot of box at your disposal that you could partake in if you so choose.
Classic.
This dude was a player. You know what I'm saying? All that, spotty communication, on again, off again, this, that, and the third. All that shit was some bullshit. You feel me? Now, he did do the responsible thing by letting her know that he now know, and he probably been knew, right? But maybe he did or didn't clap her cheeks yet, and he's still trying to accomplish that. But he did get around to letting her know that he found out he got a shorty on the way and all that. But him wanting to maintain her interest and all that, it sounds like maybe she did or didn't get a chance to give him them cheeks, or he wanted to, string it out a little bit longer. One of the two. But I believe the gentleman has been disingenuous the entire time.
Classic.
Yeah. I mean, so how I started this was I answered the question that was asked from Threads. I never really got a chance to get into what I actually thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they only asked the question. The question at the end was, what makes a man think that he can date somebody while somebody else is pregnant?
Yeah.
That was the question. My thing is, he knows what's going on. He's looking for something extra because he can't do nothing with the pregnant girl. Or she just gets on his nerves. Or he just like, to have some extra. I think that's the truth. Like, you can't tell me this dude's that perfect. Nobody is that perfect. Not even me. And I'm pretty damn great.
Yeah.
2 churches though? Why you got to play the organ at 2 churches?
Listen, that they paying good, bro. Them churches be paying good, especially if he really know what he doing up there. Them churches paying good, bro. You could rake it in a weekend at doing them churches. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's
but
the
I
magic
will
fingers, bro. It's the magic fingers.
Hey,
I ain't
listen.
got nothing else to say about it.
Sound like it wasn't the only magic dude was making happen with these ladies. Now look, I'm gonna be real with you. The answer to the question is, why is he talking to her while he got a baby on the way? Because he was talking to her when he got shorty pregnant.
Classic.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't no, I'm letting you know I just found out. No, he been cracking both of y'all this whole time. And the chick that's telling the story, she know he wasn't she wasn't the only one. She knows.
She knows.
Come on, man. Everybody fluffing. There's fluff all over the story. It's fluff everywhere.
Yeah,
he was fluffing her. She fluffing Facebook. It's fluff everywhere. It's fluffy as hell.
I'm only gonna do this once.
This shit fluffy. Yeah, nah.
And
Ain't nobody.
Ella said it. They was on a dating site. Oh, no, Too Deep. They was on a dating site.
Come on, G. Ain't nobody keeping it real. Come on, man. Yeah. Kira said them facts. Anybody in the music department at any church is bad news. They turn a lot of girls out. Tristan said sharing instruments is a real though. Pregnant isn't contractual. Facts. In Too Deep said they was on a dating app site too. Yep. Tristan said, yeah. I think the lady said that in the chat last night. Yeah, this shit was nah. This wasn't it, y'all.
Hey, Too Deep.
In Too Deep said I was clapping heavy back then. Hey, that brother gonna be brutally honest, ain't he?
That In Too Deep and jumped on the same. Ellis has jumped into. What's wrong with y'all today?
He said it's documented.
It's already out there. It's already out there.
Look, man. All right, so look. I don't know, man, but other than that, that was my take on it. Second off, everybody go subscribe to Conversations with Soft Rain or Soft Rain. Either way you look it up, it'll come up at Soft Rain. Go subscribe to her. That was a great call-in show last night. And the topic was amazing too. It's fluff everywhere, bro. The dude was fluffing her, she fluffing Facebook, the story getting fluffier and fluffier. This shit cotton candy at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like it'd be crazy because you will listen to somebody bullshitting and they really like it's like, huh? Like, come on. Like you so you met this dude who's this Adonis of a man, so she described, and you think you walking into his life and there's nobody else in his at the moment, you happen to catch him devoid of any woman.
Classic.
In any capacity.
I'm only gonna do this once.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, fellas. When they like you, they lie to themselves.
Classic.
Yeah, when they really, really like you, they'll lie to themselves, G. McKinnon said, is Classic hungry or something? Snake oil dressing, cotton candy. Classic got some food. Yeah. Hey, how'd you know? I am hungry.
Classic.
I am hungry. I am going to eat. I am going to eat dinner.
He's trying to go to dinner tonight.
I am going to eat supper after this. Tonight it'll be supper. Tristan said, like Ted said, this was just her perspective we got. Yeah, and it wasn't even that. It was the fluffed up version of it.
We got the pretty dressing.
Yeah, the story. Come on, and
nobody that perfect.
I'm gonna be real, ladies. No disrespect, but when y'all be telling me stories that involve men, I be wanting to hear the man's side. I need to hear his side because oftentimes his side is very different. Oftentimes his side is very different. So it is what it is.
I mean, heard a story from somebody and like you was there and witnessed what actually happened, and then they told you the story and they fluffed the story up, and you was like,
"They will fluff."
You sitting there like, I'm not like this ain't my fight and it's not my story, so I'm really not about to correct them right now. But that ain't what happened, shorty. That's not what happened at all.
It'd be some like little shit. You go bowling, your homie bowler 205, but maybe he's a guy who don't hit the 200s often. But then he go tell the story, he bowled the 250.
Classic.
Best bowler ever. Y'all get out there. Oh, you know what? I ain't got my spin today, and you know I ain't got my lucky shoes on. You ain't got one strike since we look. Every bowler you can you might have a rusty game, but you're gonna do some things right that come natural. You know what I'm saying? But by game 2 or 3, you back in the saddle. You cannot tell me that you ain't bowled a single strike in 3 games. But yeah, you know, I got to stretch a little bit more. I ain't got the. Come on, man.
But the last time you was here, it was 250 though.
It was last week, last Friday actually.
The league bowlers that was in there practicing, they was asking me if I wanted to get in the league.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I'm free on Wednesday nights.
Hey, nasty work. We
ain't got Bible study no more. Church don't pay the extra days no more. What's up, Bryce Hogan? How you doing?
Too Deep said it's direct and to the point. Sharp Cupid said, yes, I did it for 2 years. I have heard that analogy that we can like a person so much that we will lie to ourselves. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I've lied to myself about a woman before.
All the time.
Shit, a couple times. Yeah, I should have said.
Back in the day, it was all the time. I used to tell myself all types of stuff to make excuses for people and their bad behavior. And that doesn't even go just for women. I used to be a very forgiving, nice person. And guess where it got me? Nowhere fun.
You ain't forgiving and nice no more, Tez?
Well, forgiveness isn't real. But in being nice only gets you taken advantage of. You can be kind. I prefer to be kind sometimes.
Forgiveness, the attempt at forgiveness, because I agree with you, forgiveness is fake. But the attempt at forgiveness is for people who want to go through it twice. Let's see. Tristan said, I'll be dying inside. Like, why you telling me a lie? And I was there. Crazy work. Yeah. Miles Bastard said, shit, I probably have done that before. I definitely gave myself 4 or 5 extra points at the end of a basketball game before. Had 16. When I tell the story, nigga, I had 20.
Right, but that's closer. That's closer to the truth,
right?
Than like, okay, for example, right? I had a friend. I ain't gonna say nobody's names. I had a friend.
Hey, Tez always got to tell y'all that he ain't gonna say nobody's name.
Because you know I will. You know what I'm saying? So this time I'm letting y'all know. Y'all not gonna be able to find out this time. I say, pull up, pull. No, but yeah, like so. This Mark talking about, yeah. I won a stack. I was like, you won $25.
Classic.
You spent 100. You went home at a deficit because okay, I don't lose, and that's not hyperbole. I do not lose at the casino, especially not in Vegas. And so I be leaving happy. Oh yeah, you know, I won a stack tonight. No, you didn't, bro. I was right there. You sat at the same table as me. I watched how much money you put down and how much was in your pocket. You just wanted to tell the story like you was involved, like you was just winning at the table. But everything that I did, you did the opposite of. So if I won, that means you lost. Right. Yours being like what Tristan said, yours will be in the arena. Theirs is not even in the arena. This dude is probably 5'9". He can't play a lick of an instrument. He is the assistant to the organist. You know what I'm saying? He is the assistant to the organist. That means that he pushes in the stool before the organist sit down, or he move it so the organist can stand up and give the glory. He's 5'9". He you know, he got a receding hairline, but he has nice hats. And all his jewelry came from Claire's, and he drive his girlfriend car. But she gonna tell you that he was an NBA point guard. You know, he looked just like Steph Curry, and you know, but he got more muscle tone than him, and he got a 9-figure bank account. This is what we're dealing with on Threads, especially. It was on Threads.
Yeah, Tristan
right,
said,
exactly. Just a little light interest. That's different. That's different. Me, I like to take pictures because I get called out too much. So when somebody called me out, here is a picture. I got like 40,000 receipts in my phone. You thought they was photos of a good time I had. No, those are receipts. We have the footage. We kept the files.
Oh, you know what's up? I ain't got it queued up. I ain't know you was about to say that.
I didn't know I was gonna say it either.
That's crazy. The latest
Oh, nigga, you know what's up? We kept the file.
Caught me off guard. McKinnon said, I was trying to get this guy's hoodie. I'm not gonna say his name, but this guy just couldn't see a reason, even good reason. He had an opposite reason to sell. Ridiculous. It is what it is. It is what it is. The way I see it, the longer you hold on to the hoodie, the more the value goes up. So do your thing, Tez. But that's our reaction to conversation with Soft Rain. Shout out to Soft Rain. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Yes,
that show was hot last night. One more time, big ups to Soft Rain. That was a hot show last night. I was kind of mad you went off the air. If we keeping it real, I was digging it.
Yeah, they was in the conversation for sure. You know, she probably had to get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Know how that go. All right, we gonna move into our last segment of the day. It's moving smooth so far. We going into review the tape. Now this shit gonna get sticky, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's about to get nasty. Did you play the disclaimer today? I don't think so.
No, I didn't, but I
think you're gonna need it for this one.
Yeah, I could play the disclaimer for sure. Let me pull the chat down real quick. Yeah, we probably should protect ourselves for this one.
It's gonna get crazy.
Yes, huh?
You know what they about to say. So We need all of our First Amendment
Well,
rights.
some of it you've seen it. I've only seen a snippet. So let's see. Disclaimer: this live stream is for entertainment and commentary purposes only. All statements made are alleged, opinion-based, and part of a public discussion. We are content creators reacting to publicly available information, not journalists or legal professionals. Nothing stated should be interpreted as factual claims or assertions of wrongdoing. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, yeah. Protect yourself. Had to put on what I call it, the audio condom, the podcast condom. Somebody else say that, they got it here first.
Might have had the double strap.
I'm sorry?
Double strap.
I'm sorry? What's going on?
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. That's what he probably should have did.
Okay. Let's move.
I know the crux of the case, but explain to me why 3-4 years later you're coming back requesting reimbursement for $700 for what?
Well, Your Honor, I was with Teresa over 3 years ago, and I'm here today because I did give her $700 to have an abortion for a child that I thought we agreed she would not have. And I also want a paternity test to prove that it is in fact my child.
Well, so you've already had the paternity test, and I have all three of you agreed to the paternity test, and I have the results here. But so you dated for over 3.5 years ago, or somewhere around that. You found out you were pregnant.
Correct.
All right. So it was a conscious decision of you both to have intercourse, sexual relations, knowing that she could get pregnant.
Yes.
Okay. So then she got pregnant, and you decided, you discussed this, that you didn't want to have a child, or did you just not want to have a child? Explain.
So we first met, I did tell her and let her know that I am not.
What's up?
How you gonna do that without the rest of us?
Do what?
You just took your own stretch break and did not invite us.
Yeah, it happened. It happened, bro.
Please invite the rest of us to a stretch break. We would love it.
Y'all want a stretch break? All right, chat. Let's do a stretch break. It's what is it? 7 o'clock our time. Let's
selfish.
It is what it is. Stretch break. We're gonna come back to the clip in a second. Let's go.
They don't like it when you got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, or farming home up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. Real life, I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside of the frame. I'ma love them from outside of the pain. That type of hate don't belong on my paint. That type of hate don't belong in proximity. Lord knows I love to match energy. Won't smoke, I know the back chimney. No hope with me once you an enemy. Well trained, I break you down clinically. BTA is my ministry. Laying that belt, laying that leather. It ain't no pics, it's with whoever. Ain't gotta like us, but you gon' respect us. Before I be soft, I'd rather be deadly. Let's get it. Since I lost Sebastian, my heart has been heavy. Heart in my heart, now it's hard to be friendly. PTSD in my arms, he was heavy. Felt his heart stop, oh my God, I wasn't ready. Couldn't even walk, his last walk was with Granny. Heard he was sick and they said it was bad. Classic!
Always feel better after a stretch break.
Yeah, that stretch just did it. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good. I'm talking about 75 squats. Tweaking. What you say? Hey, I didn't know they recorded my. Hold on. This you, folks? This you? She said, stretch it out. What up, Roxy? Roxy said, stretch it out. She quiet in the chat today. Tons of mice in the building. I am the McKinnon. Sell me. Mal said arm circles. He giving us stretch instructions.
He said, I am the McKinnon. That's funny.
Y'all wild.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Let's get back to the case. Let's get it.
The fatherhood type, I do not want to be a family man. A child was out of the discussion for me.
Okay, so why didn't you use protection?
We didn't use protection because this wasn't something that we planned to have happen. This
But
was
you didn't
just
want
something
children, so why didn't you use protection?
Well, when we were saying our final goodbyes, we did a little goodbye ritual, and at that point, it wasn't really planned, and this kind of just happened.
What happened after you had the goodbye meeting?
So around 2 months later, about 6 weeks, she gave me a call and she told me that she was in fact pregnant. And the math was adding up, it was around that time frame. So I spoke to her and I told her that, look, we already talked about this. I told you beforehand when we first met, when we were first dating, I don't want a child. So I said, I can give you $700 to go ahead and take care of this.
Okay, just to handle it in your own words, right?
Exactly.
You told her just to handle it. And what did she say to you when you said, because it sounds like it was really your idea. There was really no discussion. So you said to her, Mr. Owens, Teresa here is $700, just handle it. So it was really your decision, you telling her what to do.
So when we called, she told me what happened and I told her, look, I don't want this.
I understand
We
that,
can take
but it
care of
sounds like you said, okay, after doing some research, you must have called her back and said, okay, here's $700 and handle it. So it was really your decision to give her the $700.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever expect her to give you the $700 back?
No, if she took care of it, then I wouldn't have needed the money
But so
back.
was there a condition there that if she did not get an abortion, she
Okay, let's address the writing on the wall. Okay, the gentleman on the left, she was letting him hit that, to and fro, without no, without no real requirements of any kind, no dates, no money, no expectations, no title,
sneaky links, bro.
Yeah. Now this gentleman here in the frame, okay. This is what they settle for, okay? This is where you land after you've played the field. The guy that's suing her is the field, okay? This is the simp that waited around. He probably liked her in high school. He probably liked her in middle school. He isn't going to judge her for her past. And he's right here, if it's my child or if it isn't my child, it's still my child. I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? That's this gentleman here, okay? And there's nothing wrong with this Afrocentric brother here. You know what I'm saying? But we can tell by the upkeeping of the two which one is, a natural born player versus this gentleman here.
He has bacon collar. He has bacon collar in court.
His collar is sagging.
He got bacon collar in court.
What is bacon collar, Ted?
Bacon collar is when the it's supposed to be a flat, it crinkles up and does whatever it wants. And a man boob might be out and you don't care. And one sleeve is rolled up, but not on purpose. And somebody else's jacket that don't fit you.
Listen, she didn't iron his clothes, and he didn't either.
No. I mean, she got on a blouse, but that's not a court blouse.
No. She didn't iron his clothes.
No, she didn't. I'm saying they both came disheveled looking.
Disheveled. Disheveled is diabolical. They look
like look. Here's the thing about this. He might have made his choice, right? Because maybe she is aesthetically pleasing to him. Now we're gonna hear more about the story, but look at his face. He don't even want to be there. He don't want to be there.
No, yes, he's genuinely concerned. He's here to have her back. Listen, for him, we talked about this yesterday. Playing in your field. For him, this is a dime. Mm-hmm. Don't get that twisted. For this brother right here, this a dime
classic.
That's what I'm saying. He loves her.
Tens ain't the same for everybody.
Yeah, he loves her, but he don't want to be in court.
No, he don't want to be in court. You know what I'm saying?
You see how uncomfortable he is?
He upset with that other brother, but the problem that he dealing with is he can't whoop.
I'm only gonna do this once.
He can't whoop him. If he take it to the square, he gonna take a L. And listen, and here's the sad part that ain't nobody else gonna talk about, that only us will talk about it, the human experience. Before we get back into the actual litigation, the dude that's suing her still could hit.
Classic.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna go a step further. Yep, I'm on that today. I'm gonna go a step further. He could take her from him.
Classic.
You think that's why dude is objecting? Because if you think about it, he didn't have to be in court. This doesn't really involve him.
Tez, he has no business there. He's there as a emotional support dog.
Classic.
Well, yeah.
And his face, look at him. Look at his face.
He don't want to be there, bro.
Emotional support dog.
Classic.
Look at his face.
Man, them expressions is something else.
Listen to me. I'm calling this exactly down the line. Look, In Too Deep said that's fact. Listen,
Yeah, it's a fact.
I'm telling y'all how diabolical this gets. I know when
it's about to get worse. It's about to get worse.
Listen, hit the gym. If you don't want to find a barber, get on YouTube, find your favorite barber on YouTube, and go through all his tutorials and learn how to keep yourself up. You feel me? And you will never have to be the dude that she settled for. Don't be the dude that she settled for.
Classic.
After all her transgressions and misjudgments, and now she done came to the Lord and all that, and she done rebranded the coochie and all that, and she telling you gonna get a wholesome woman out of her, even though she done spent the last decade playing. Whatever that consists of, playing. You never want to be the man that she ended up settling for. Get you a woman that think you some fine shit.
Classic.
I'm going to tell you, there's a lot that we're about to watch.
I know.
And then I'll give my response afterwards.
You sure?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give it after we finish the next section.
I just had to point this out, Tez. It was just a very blatant observation. You know what I'm saying? One of these gentlemen has his way with the ladies, and one of these gentlemen had to wait. He waited for her. I guarantee you. He was back pocket buddy. You know the dude they keep in the back pocket? You know, he's the nigga that they be talking about when they be like, if I wanted a man, it's a dude I got niggas in my phone that I could text right now if I just want a man. He's on the list. He's the nigga.
He's the guy on the phone.
He's back pocket buddy. Never be him. Never be in. Let me tell you something. About Classic. If there's any woman that think I'm back pocket buddy, not only are they delusional, they crazy as hell. Listen, if any woman talking about me and she out here in the world talking about if I want a man, I could just, and she thinks she could hit my line. No, she wild as hell. And listen, and it's some fine shit that's gonna want to punch on you for talking crazy. Yeah,
hey.
Yeah.
Had to return the money back?
No,
Okay,
that was not
so
stated.
essentially it was like, I'm giving you this to you, just handle it.
Yes, but it was not a gift.
Well, you just said that if she didn't get an abortion, you didn't expect to get it. If you didn't expect to get it back, if she did not, so she would have still kept the $700, right?
Yes,
assuming she did get she did not get the abortion, you wouldn't have asked it for it back. Either way, it sounds to me like you were just giving her $700 to handle it. Did you ever follow up with her after you gave her the $700?
I did not. As far as I was concerned, the responsibility was mine and for paying for the procedure, and the responsibility was hers for taking care of the procedure.
So you never spoke to her again?
No, she was very.
This is not your typical Rodney that we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who is the streets. That's not your typical Rodney.
No, this educated Rodney.
Yeah, this is not your typical Rodney. This dude probably got bread.
Classic.
And you can just tell, like the confidence that he is. He's talking to a judge. You know what I'm saying? Listen to his word selection. Okay. When she asked him a question, his response was, "I assumed that she was going to handle the procedure the way we discussed it." That's all I wanted to say. We can continue.
And he ironed his shirt.
Yes. And look at that. Look at the jacket. That is not a cheap jacket. It fits him. It's his. He got a tie on.
Ray said, gotta get it in writing, cuz.
Not a hint of a 5 o'clock shadow. Well manicured, moisturized. This is not your typical Rodney. This is the next level.
This nigga said moisturized. Hey, yo, Ted.
This is brother. The final boss of Rodney's. This is the guy. This is the guy that don't nobody want to come up against. This is why they don't want y'all going to the club, because this is the final boss of Rodney's.
We're not finna talk about this nigga being.
Now I gotta tell the chat. This is the final boss of Rodney's. So nobody want to come up against this dude.
No,
none of the regular guys, none of the average Joes. An average Joe does not want to come up. You do not want to take your girl to the club and come up against this type of Rodney. You do not want to, because you will lose if you're an average Joe and you come up against this type of Rodney. There is no amount of loyalty in the world that is going to save you if you are an average Joe and you come up against this type of Rodney.
Not for nothing. This nigga walk in the club, my night ain't gonna change none. But I hear
I'm
you.
not the average Joe. I ain't got to worry about him.
My night.
Be upset when we spoke, and that was the last time we spoke at all.
So, and this is the first time you've seen her, I understand, in almost 3.5 years?
That is correct.
Okay. So why all of a sudden the interest?
Well, I'm interested because if the child is mine, then it is in fact my responsibility.
See what I'm talking about?
So then you're not suing for the $700 back. Or, I mean, you legally are. But are you telling me that you found out that she has a child and you think it's yours?
So I believe the child is mine based on the fact that when I did meet a mutual friend of ours and she told me that Teresa was having a birthday party for her 3-year-old son, that the math was adding up, that was the same child that we spoke about that I was under the impression we were getting an abortion for.
Okay, we're gonna cut it right there, and then we're gonna move to another part of it. Sophisticated ignorance said, just listen to the judge. She is biased, and this is how it goes in family court. Women get everything, the man is chastised. Absolutely. I was gonna say the judge's line of question was very leading. She sounded very clearly like she already had taken a side. Yeah, she had already taken a side. Because she said it out of her mouth. It sounds to me like you were just giving her $700. No, what it sounds to you like and what the fuck it actually was is two different things. And what it sound to you like don't matter. What it really was is what matters. And that's how you want to talk to the judge. But then if you do, she can start ego tripping in that bitch and lock your ass up.
Two things. She's going to hold you into contempt and then order you to pay damages.
Yeah. So she going to hold you in contempt. That's going to hit you. Then she can hit you for a 30-day on that, right? 30? Yep. 30 she going to hit you for a 30-day on that, right? Fuck your bills.
And you ordered to pay damages.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck your bills up right quick. Fuck with your nest egg a little bit. Then you're gonna be ordered to pay damages. That's gonna fuck with your money some more.
And
you know what I'm
child
saying?
Support.
And then she gonna rule against you on you gonna get just for telling her like it is. Listen, black men don't belong in courtrooms. It ain't nothing in there for us. Ain't nothing in there for us. Ain't no money in there for us. Ain't no coochie in there for us. And we don't belong. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even go to traffic court. If they send me a ticket, I just send the bread. I ain't coming. I'm not coming, folks. I don't even want to fight it, folks. I'm not going up in there. You feel me? Anywhere where they tell me I can't bring my blick and the police gonna be there with theirs, I feel disadvantaged.
Classic.
Hey, I ended a date over a chick being a lawyer.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. Oh, they got theirs?
She was a prosecutor. I ended a date over it. She was like, I'm a prosecutor for blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, I can't do it.
Hey. I'm not giving up my advantages in society. Oh, I can't bring mine. Do anybody else in there got theirs? I ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming.
Yep.
I ain't coming. Yep.
Somebody is in here with one.
But I can't have mine?
Right.
No, sir.
What if they spaz out?
That's all they got to do.
See, look what Amy said. Look what Amy said.
Yeah. A classic. Yes, agree with everything you've said. Absolutely. We don't belong in courtrooms. I'm not going in there. Ain't nothing in there for me. The ruling, nothing. Ain't nothing in there for me. I will not be present. She's a Jezebel, fellas, beware. Oh, damn, Racehead, you shooting like that? Tristan said, facts, 100. All right, y'all, let's, what's the next timestamp? Let me see. Hold on right quick. Let me get the next stamp. All right, I got it. We're going to skip ahead just a little bit to talk, just cover all the pertinent parts, chat. All right, here we go.
Owens has said today true. You dated. He told you he didn't want children. You broke up. You guys had, intimate relations when you broke up.
Correct.
And you called him because you thought it was his child?
I was worried at the time. I was completely transparent with him, as well as my loving husband, Bryce, that I was unsure of who the father was.
Were you dating Bryce at the same time when you broke up with him?
It was shortly after. So the same week that we ended things and we had our farewell interaction. I met Bryce just a couple days later, and we did also have intercourse. That week. That's why I was unsure. I was completely transparent with him when I called him.
Damn. So she broke up with folks, and then just a couple short little days later, she let another man into her facility. Oh my God!
Remember this day. Remember this day.
She let another man into her vessel. That's the word of the day.
Vessel. It is. She let another man inside of her vessel, but not only okay. Let's put all the pieces together. We're adults. We're adults, and my channel is not for children. Get them kids out the car now. Tell the kids to cut their headphones on if y'all in the car. She messed with folks. She messed with my man Rodney, with educated Rodney, right? She messed with Dr. Degree Rodney. They broke up. Couple short days. Dr. Degree Rodney hit it bald head. We gonna say bald head. We gonna stay away from raw. So doctorate degree Rodney ran up in there bald head. Couple days later, she meet locked up homie and let him run in there.
Couple days later, so probably Wednesday.
So on the next couple days, she let him hit her with this.
I just want to come up and talk. Is that all right? Come on.
And he ran up in there bald head.
Also.
So she's supposed to be on Jenny Jones.
Yep.
Or Ricky
Jones retired.
Mari, she's supposed to be on Mari.
Mari retired too. He got tired of it.
She's supposed to be on Mari. She's supposed to be trying to figure out who the fuck. Because listen,
and Jerry died.
Okay,
so
this how it work when you move like that, ladies. This the problem with y'all having y'all fun or y'all liberation phases. Because I'm gonna tell you how the mind of a man works. This is the human experience. So we're gonna talk about it. This is how the mind of a man works. Well, if you let educated Rodney in there raw on Sunday, by Wednesday, you letting the new dude up, simp homie up in there raw by Wednesday. Who else would be like how you feel me? Where did the line end? Huh?
You already heard the admission here. She met educated Rodney while they was out. You know what I'm saying? She met educated Rodney when they was out. I'm of the mindset to believe that she agreed to this situational relationship with educated Rodney. And he said it from the beginning. There was no talks of having a relationship. She knew what this was. Tons of nice. Oh my God.
I was in court with a friend who had a charge, and I thought, damn, I'm the biggest criminal in this place.
Stay out of court, Tons of Mice.
Too Deep said, nah, she had Buddy on the back burner. Yep.
Yeah.
Back pocket Buddy. James
them both.
Definitely 304. Racehead says she was open all night.
All night. I can't sing the rest because it's copyright.
Sophisticated said she's lying to clean her face. She was banging both them with the simp was the main dude. That's what I'm trying to. That's
what I'm telling you.
That's what I've been.
That he was already her boyfriend, and he didn't know it.
We're listening to the story. I'm putting the pieces together.
It's already out there. It's already out there.
Listen, why
does she preface it with my loving husband?
We need to rename this episode A Whole Lot of Fluff.
The whole episode.
What is she doing?
The replay will be named A Whole Lot of Fluff, y'all.
James said with no glove, with no bald head.
Bald head.
Mr. Clean Top.
We talking about waxed.
And leaving it in.
Slept with it in.
Dollar Tree mop bucket was
I want it there in the morning.
She was in heat chat. Miles Bastard says so he's being judged for responsibility, but she's not. Gotcha. You paying attention? Racehead said my loving husband. I met the mailman today. Right.
Many people.
Nasty work. Let's move.
I wanted to have my child. He knew this. He knew I always wanted children. I was very adamant about it.
And he knew I didn't want any.
And it's not just his choice, Your Honor. Like, he sent me this money to get rid of me. He wanted me to go away. I was trying to reach out. I tried to call him, text him. He stopped responding to me. He thought I could just pay you off and now you go away.
You had to handle it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have the child, why take this? Just out of curiosity, why take the $700?
Honestly, I was scared.
Now, why when you ask her, is it just out of curiosity?
Just out of curiosity.
When she was
terms, or if you say something like that, legal terms means I'm not considering the answer whatsoever because my mind is made up. Just for S and gigs. You know what I'm saying? Just for S and gigs. Oh, I want to laugh a little bit. Humor me with a response.
When she was questioning the man, it sounds like to me, and so you did this. What I'm hearing is it was a whole lot of that. When she asked the woman, it was just out of curiosity. This what y'all go through in court. I'm telling you, black men don't belong in court.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Just don't go. Tell the motherfucker, send me an invoice. I'm not pulling up to that place. I'm not going. Just send me an invoice. Rule against me. Let me know what it costs. Fuck that. I'm not going.
Classic.
Nope. Send the attorney. They say, well, your presence is required. No, the fuck is not.
Let me ask Mr. Classic.
What's up?
Y'all know I'm on BS when I say that. Do you think that this is about to get worse?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. This has to get worse. There's no way it's getting better after all this button. Never mind. I was gonna say
Why are you looking at her, bro? Look at his face. Look at
him. Look at the simp. Look at the simp.
He like, what?
He not looking at her though. He looking at dude.
Yeah, because he mad, bro. He is mad.
But he know he can't whoop him.
Yeah, he mad. He big mad right now.
Hey, imagine being the new nigga that's mad at the old nigga, but you can't beat him. You know if you pull it, he gonna snuff you out.
He is big mad, bro. And that's his wife.
Yeah, but he can't protect her.
Look, here's the thing. Did you notice that she got more life into her? Just keep watching. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah. She perked right up. The judge was like, just out of curiosity, she feels that the judge is with her.
Look, that frown is gone. Where's the frown at? That frown we saw for the last 5 minutes. Where is it?
I took the money because at the time
I didn't know what was going to happen next. I wasn't completely certain that this kid was going to come into fruition because at the time I was frazzled. I hadn't yet told Bryce the news, and I had no idea that he would be so committed to me and be so ready to father a child with me. Like I was so scared, and so I took the money not knowing what was going to happen next. I thought maybe I would.
All right, so let me just get this straight. So you broke up with him. You had sexual relations with Mr. Owens. A few days later, you had sexual relationship with your now husband. When you called Mr. Owens, you told him you were pregnant, but did you tell him that you had no idea if it was his or somebody else's?
I told him that it could be his. I wasn't certain. Yes.
Do you remember her saying that it could be yours, Mr. Owens, or you said it could, or it is yours?
No, she said it could be mine.
Okay, got it. So it could be. So you knew that
he should have lied. He should have lied. If this wasn't a text message, he should have lied right there. That would have been a well-placed. That would have been a well-placed lie.
Look at how he's speaking.
Terry Owens.
That is educated Rodney. Ain't nobody with that name even similar to that. That is a educated Rodney. That's what I assumed. You know what I'm saying? Like the judge asking him questions, and he's being truthful, he's being honest, but he knows what's up already. You can see it on his facial expression that he knows what's up. After that line of questioning, you see them eyebrows, they done downturned. He knows he's under attack right now. He can sense it. Just listen to the next line of questioning.
It could not be yours. And you still decided to give her $700.
Yes,
okay.
I wanted to get it.
And then had was money. He never had the will to be a father.
Okay, so he gave you the $700 just to handle it. And what happened then?
After receiving the money, I talked to my friends and family who all told me that I would be a great mother. I too have always wanted to be a mom. Like I knew that this time would come. I turned to Bryce and I was so thankful to have him when I let him know the situation. He was so transparent with me. He didn't want to get a paternity test. He wanted to accept me and our child as his own. And that's where we went from there.
Okay. And Mr. Brooks, are you
simp ass nigga? Wait, time out. We gotta stop and give this nigga the attention that he deserves. What is this nigga going for simp of the century? Time out. Because I want
a week.
I need him on. Look at his face. Look at his face when she said it. He trying to force a smile out. Listen to me. All right, listen. I'm not one of them people that beat down men for dating women with kids. I don't do none of that. I don't. I'm consistent, right? At this point, it's necessary for niggas to date women with kids if you care about the community at all. It is. Somebody got to do it. But listen, never in my life am I meeting a chick and she thinking about not having another man's child. That's what's on her mind. Let me word this carefully, Tez. Give me a second, Tez.
I'm not saying a damn thing.
Just let me put this together, okay? Nothing. Never am I gonna meet a woman who I clapped and he clapped, and this probably ain't mine, right? She thinking about not keeping his baby. He done sent her the bread to make sure that don't happen and all that. I'm not saying that I'm pro nothing or anti nothing. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not gonna convince her of anything though.
No.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not. She not gonna be able to sit there and say, this man stepped up and came to the plate and told me you keep that baby and I'm gonna father it, like it's my own. I'm not gonna say anything.
No.
At all.
No.
I will have no influence in either direction.
Well, yeah.
That's the best way I could put that. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say a word.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say.
And listen. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that last part. That last part I ain't gonna be able to put.
Good idea. Good idea. Everyone, this is the human
and that's where we went from there.
Okay. And Mr.
I ain't gonna listen. He said tunnel buddies equal Rodney and the
That's mice. Tunnels of mice. Horrible.
Hey, this is why, fellas, you go to the clinic with her if you don't want to make sure if you want to make sure it's done. Miles said, bet $1 the kid looked like
at
Rodney.
The beginning of the story. That's what he said. His friend told him she got a baby that looks like you. He said, "What?" We'll let the story continue because she's about to get into it.
Jeez Louise, this is bad.
Brooks, are you, Mr. Brooks, are you on...
Make his face
what is
big,
your son's
please.
name?
Jackson.
Jackson, okay. Are you on Jackson's birth certificate?
Yes.
As
I
the
am.
father?
Yes.
Okay, so when she gave birth to Jackson, you knew the possibility that potentially Jackson could not be yours?
Yes.
And you didn't care?
Yeah, that didn't matter to me at all.
Okay.
What kind of man don't care about whether or
A
not
real
it's
man.
A man who's willing to
A
step
man.
up and raise a child.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you were okay with that?
Yep, call that simp out. What kind of man don't care about some shit like that?
That's all I needed.
That's all I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. What type of nigga don't care? A nigga who don't have access to a woman that he deems to be a 10 in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? This is his, regardless of what you gentlemen in the chat think of her rating on a 1 to 10, regardless, that man is dealing with first baddie syndrome in the worst way.
The judge helped him. Rodney was
Definitely
about to tear up a new one.
Rodney was finna get in his ass. Boy, hey, look, and you could tell by the way Rodney swelled up. He know he can't whoop him.
Look how he leaned. Rodney leaned at him.
Yeah, Rodney, yeah. Oh, nigga.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. Don't make me come over there, nigga.
What kind of man?
Right?
Yeah, of course I was.
It didn't really matter to you.
Of course not.
If it was yours, if it was not. So you had the baby. The baby's on your name's on Jackson's birth certificate.
Correct.
What happened next, Teresa?
From there, honestly, everything got better.
So did you try to get in touch with Mr. Owens at all after the child was born?
After Jackson was born, he made it very clear he wanted nothing to do with me or my child. Like, I reached out. He stopped responding to me. I tried to follow up with him. He never said anything after he sent me the funds. He thought that was it, that he got the final say.
All right, so you're like, you said, okay, I tried.
Bro, please go back to that frame. Please go back to that frame.
So then you were raising.
I reached out. He stopped responding to me. I tried to follow up with
Right
him.
here.
He never said anything after he sent me the funds. He thought that was it. He got the final say.
All right, so you're
Right here?
No, right before this, when he looks over at Rodney, watch how Rodney looking back at him.
To me, I tried to follow up.
Oh, he looking at him like, I wish you would.
Because you saw he looked at him like,
Yeah.
and he said,
Yeah, I wish.
I'm only gonna do this once.
hey, man, play with man. Wait till we
look
get
how
out.
you standing. Look how you standing.
Look how you standing. Man, play. Listen,
I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. That's it.
Looking at, he looking at the simp. He looking at simp homie like,
Huh? What you was gonna do?
What's up? What's up?
boy. Hey, boy, stop, boy.
Who told you can sign the birth certificate?
Hey, I wouldn't be responding either. It ain't supposed to be no baby. Hey, listen, I'm not saying a word. I'm staying out of that. Red Scholar says she's wrong. Now, y'all know if y'all get Red Scholar to jump off the porch, something going wrong.
Right.
Soft Ray said pull-out game isn't sufficient. Yeah,
Nope.
no. Listen, she was letting everybody leave.
No, she gripping. With the, with the leg.
She grabbing that. No, she pulled. Yeah, she
sleep in it. I wanted to be there when I wake up. That's what she on.
He trying to get out of there. She grabbed his back. She grabbed his rib cage. Yeah. No, fellas, if y'all getting pulled back in, y'all need to be doing y'all push-ups.
Right. Dude
y'all
got about 2.5 months of overgrowth that he ain't got taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Rodney looking at him like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't even get retwisted.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Hey, listen to me. If fellas, if y'all getting down missionary and you finna go and get up out of there and she pull you back in and you can't get out, y'all got to do y'all push-ups, G. Y'all got to do y'all push-ups. There's no reason why she should be able to hold you down.
I wish I could zoom in on his face, but like it's enough right there. I wish I could. They stare down.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Who you think broke eye contact first? Who you think broke eye contact?
I know it wasn't Rodney.
Classic.
Rodney already lost the case and he knows it. Now you want to fight.
Tez, look at your camera. Look at your camera. He hit him with this one. He looked away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no.
You don't want no problems, big fella.
Hey, Kegel strength is a thing. It is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, God.
All I have to say about that.
Classic.
It sure is.
All I gotta say.
Hallelujah.
With him, he never said anything. After he sent me the funds, he thought that was it, that he got the final say
All right, so you're like, you said, okay, I tried, and
Yep,
whatever,
you
and
broke eye contact
he
first.
just didn't respond. No. All right, so then you're raising Jackson. You two are raising Jackson. Did you guys get married before Jackson was born or after Jackson was born?
It was just shortly after.
Shortly after.
Yeah.
Okay, but when Jackson was born, you two were not legally married, but still you're on the birth certificate. Okay, I just want to understand.
Correct.
All right, fast forward 3 whatever
That's
years
even
later,
worse.
you get this lawsuit.
Exactly. I was getting ready to celebrate Jackson's 3rd birthday. Everything was perfect. I've never been happier in my life, to be honest, Your Honor. I think he's just petty, low, miserable, has nothing going for himself. Finally realizing that the best thing that ever was in his life is completely out of it. Comes knocking on my door, not literally, he called me, but he comes around trying to ask me, we're getting a paternity test, where's my $700? And I'm like, this is so out of the blue. This is so done in the past. I know who Jackson's father is. I know who's been there for Jackson since the day he was born.
I
And
understand
at this point, paternity don't matter.
It absolutely
Okay,
doesn't.
I understand what you're
Pause.
saying, and I understand.
Please make us bigger, sir. Did she just say that the best thing that was ever in his life is out of his life? He ain't got nothing going for him. He ain't nobody, and he just jealous because somebody else got the best thing that he could have ever possibly had. That's not the language of somebody that's moved on.
Classic.
That sounds like she mad that he didn't want her, and she took the consolation prize.
I'm only
And
gonna
then you
do
got
this once.
the other dude who was just like, yeah, I got her now. I got her. He signed the birth certificate before they were married. I could have totally understood being the type of man. I could have understood. I'm not saying I would have done it. I could have totally understood being the type of man to where a snafu happened. She didn't know who was the father, and they didn't get a paternity test. He said, regardless, I love you. We're married already. We're going to raise this child. You just, whatever you're doing from now here on out, I could have understood, at the least, understood that. But they weren't even married, bro. They weren't even married. He just signed the birth certificate all willy-nilly without even changing her last name. They didn't even have, like, they probably weren't even living together at that point. I'm going to sign this birth certificate. For what? What you signing the birth certificate for? That's not even your wife. Like, back in the day, stuff like this would happen, where the wife would act out and the husband would cover her sins up by being the father. 9 times out of 10, he didn't treat the baby as good as the rest of the real full-blooded children that were his, but she had that covering, and the kid got his last name. You know what I'm saying? And the kid got raised in a house. It's not the most healthy thing in the world, but she didn't have to get publicly scrutinized because she had a husband and she had a baby while she was married. That's how it used to be. This is just strange. You are putting a birth certificate, you're putting her name on a birth certificate for a woman you're not married to, and she already told you she's not sure that this is the kid, and you know she took money for this mismortion from this guy? How much do you dislike yourself?
Classic.
I would have felt disrespected. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have felt disrespected. I don't think I would have been able to continue the relationship.
Flatback Betty flew the coop. Ray said, girl, please. Sharp Cupid said, no, you're pretty, ma'am. You took that man's money knowing you weren't going to follow through with the abort mission. Miles Basser said, that's the whole story at Tez. Bang the gavel. Yep. Tristan said, to be the prize winner of demolished box is stupid. But to him, that's a 10, though. You got to realize what his
He feel like he won.
His marketplace value low out here. Look how he keep himself up.
He feel like he's won. That's why he felt like he won. And you saw the look on his face. When she said that he was validated, I'm not taking away the fact that she knows how to validate him, because that's an essential skill to being a wife. You know, the same thing with being a husband. I really hate having to do the duality of this, but it's true. A good husband can validate his wife. A good wife can validate her husband in the appropriate ways. But this ain't appropriate, and he shouldn't take validation from this.
Ricardo Brown says she was the only box dude could get of that caliber. He probably, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
I guarantee you, she was about 45 pounds lighter, and she probably looked great when he got her.
I wasn't
This
gonna
was
bring
4
that-
years ago.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but yeah, I was thinking that too.
It's natural, y'all. Y'all got to get
Yeah.
used to it. Babies bring weight for most people.
They don't have to though. That's another thing that we got to be real about. Sophisticated ignorance, but they gonna tell me they can't go to the gym because postpartum and all this other shit.
already know.
Sophisticated ignorance. Wait, whose last name did the baby get?
The new guys, the
Yeah.
non-husband at first.
Yeah, tons of mice said, when does the third guy come onto the stage, and is he white? I was just gonna say, where you know what I mean?
I mean, we got more story, tons of mice. We don't know.
Ray said he bought a used car with old tires. Yep.
Dang.
Sophisticated ignorance
Trash.
said, no, she definitely needs to be shamed on national TV. Shit, the whole world should see her get shamed. Yeah, that shit bad.
I like to see you back on the same page as classic sophisticated ignorance. That was an arbitration last week.
Ray Ted said, facts, desperate people do desperate things. Yeah, she saw a man that was willing to take care of shit, and she was like, shit, I'm gonna need this nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and latch on. She probably
He is probably very useful.
and she probably cheating on him.
Yes, but he's probably very useful. And you know what? She already knows two things. He does not care if somebody else touches me. That's number one. And number two, he respects my peace and my space.
Simp ass boy.
That's coming from the heart and from reality, because you were clear, you wanted nothing to do with it. You basically dropped her. You didn't care. If you even cared, you could have followed up, right? Hence, this is why we have this problem, because you knew it could be yours. It could be yours, right?
Now you're mad.
So
Now you're mad.
I'm just trying to put myself in her position. If you completely drop out of the picture and I'm
Should not
unsure,
do that as a judge. You should not do that as a judge. I'm trying to put myself in her position that makes you not objective. You can't be objective by putting yourself in somebody else's position. I am judging two competing interests. I'm not supposed to lean on one side or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
if it's yours or my now husband's, I maybe would probably leave it alone if my now husband didn't care either way. But to give it to him legally and just to be just very blunt about facts, not obviously we can't look at emotion. If it is his child, Mr. Owen's child, he has a right to know.
Coming up on Justice for All.
If you guys are ready, let's find out.
father.
Well, Mr. Owens, let's not get ahead of the game. Let's find out, first of all, if you guys are ready, let's find out who Jackson's father is. Because if you're not the father, then if you are the father, there's a lot of adjustment to do. But it's time to act and think of put Jackson before any of us. Okay?
I'm gonna grab his hand.
So let's see.
What's yours, baby? It's the first time they've been close the whole time.
99.9% probability of paternity is Mr. Owens.
Ooh.
You are the father.
Look at his face. He said,
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't even listen to it.
beating his
It's
chest
okay.
inside.
Well, looks like I'm the father.
Why don't you be kind for a
Mr.
minute?
Owens, Mr. Owens,
Please.
I think you.
It doesn't matter. Don't even listen to it. It's okay. Well,
He said, looks like I'm the
I
father.
mean, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't even listen to it. It's okay.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Don't even listen to it. It's okay, man. Listen, she needs to listen to it because it's the reality. That baby ain't your blood. You can be family by way of love. That's the reality of y'all situation. You fake embracing her in this courtroom full of paid actors and sit-ins and other people with cases coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut the shit, okay?
Looks
And look
like
how
I'm
he
the
look
father.
and look how he looking. Looks like I'm the father. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Guess what? We're not getting this man's story. Let's blow him up. We're not getting his story. We're not truly getting his story. The judge asked him a leading line of questioning, and the man who has this snarl on his face, he's been put through the ringer by these two, which is why they arrived in a courtroom in the first place. You know, this gentleman who's who wants to play dad, you know what I'm saying, and told her to keep the baby no matter what and sign the birth certificate before even signing a marriage certificate with this woman, this super save a hoe simp ass nigga right here. Listen, he He needs to go ahead and have 5 minutes with Rodney out back, because Rodney's probably got a few things that he wants to let him know, bro. They done put him through a whole thing. You want me out the picture? Send my $700 back. Start there, right? So your money is y'all's money because y'all married. Y'all have a $700 debt with me as far as I'm concerned. Start with sending me that, okay? You want me out the picture. The second thing is I'll need a paternity test. We can do this at Walgreens or we could do this in the courthouse. Again, we do not have to arrive in this courthouse with some cooperation. These are the reasons why I know that they've been giving this man a hard time.
They've been going through it, bro.
They could have got paternity from Walgreens. He could have got his bread back, and they could have arranged an agreement for him to see his biological child, who he wishes to father, now that he knows that it is in existence. This is a black man who wishes to father his child that he now knows in existence, and is being made to be difficult for him due to a woman's emotions and a simp sniffing behind her ass.
He said he wanted to be the father. He did say he wanted to raise his kid.
He wants to raise his child, and he's being deterred by the simp. It's the simp that's the woman is on her emotions because she still like Rodney. She never did.
She just said
Rodney.
She still liked him.
Never stopped like Rodney. You see,
she never said she didn't like him anymore.
And that's
what she said was, this is the best thing that he was ever gonna get, and he's jealous that he ain't got me no more, and I wanted a kid and he didn't, and I'll go through anything to have a baby, and everybody told me that I should keep it, and I kept it, and this is where we're at. This is where we're at. This isn't a picking sides. This is, you did what you did. You did what you did. But at least somebody is saying, I do want to be a father because that's my child.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to villainize the person that wants to step up and be a father to a child they made? At no point in time did he say that he was abandoning his responsibilities. He said a man is responsible for his offspring.
Mm-hmm.
Why are y'all denying me the right to raise my kid? And you took my money.
What up, AJ?
What's happening, AJ?
It is for TV. Yeah. Sharp Cupid said it's gonna be hell of a plot twist if it ain't what y'all been calling that man Rodney's.
Yeah, but it was his.
It was his though. Yep. Here's the simp. It doesn't matter. Here's the simp. It doesn't matter. You don't have to listen.
Y'all gonna be hearing that for the next month, by the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Rodney cracked her open and she knew it. Yep. Sharp Cupid, y'all should find this man and bring him on. We need to hear from him.
Rodney.
Right.
Bring Rodney on.
Until she beds his brother or partner, you feel me? She already cheating on that man. Flipzilla 333. What up, Flip? Ain't seen you in a minute. AJ said, that's sad. Let this man be a father. Yeah. You see, nobody. Hey, listen, nobody's worried about him. Nobody in that courtroom is worried about this man. He the only person in that room worried about himself right now. Everybody
don't care about him.
The judge don't give a fuck.
The lovebirds don't care about him.
Baby mama don't give a fuck.
The lady in the back, the sister in the back, Black Queens Forever, she don't care about him at all. She don't even want to look at him.
Straight ahead.
She worried about her case that's coming up next.
Well, it looks like I'm the father.
Why don't you be kind for
Mr.
me?
Owens, Mr. Owens,
Please.
I think all of you need to calm down and relax. This is not a competition. This is not a competition.
Never mind.
Well, if you did what you were supposed to do, we wouldn't be here, would we?
Mr. Jackson wouldn't be here either, right?
Oh my goodness, Mr. Owens.
Could have been avoided.
Okay.
Mr. Owens, that is not only cruel, it's heartless.
But it's also
He's gonna know
logical.
the truth. That look, I did not want you, but I'm here because responsibility is important.
Closed captioning provided by. You're watching.
He's going to know the truth that what? That you told his mom to get an abortion, and I didn't want you, Jackson. So, but now
But he is going to know the truth.
he's going to know the truth that what?
But he is going to know the truth.
He's going to know the truth that what? That
didn't
you
know the
told his
truth.
mom to get an abortion, and I didn't want you, Jackson.
truth. That
So,
you
but
abandoned
now I have to have you, Mr. Brooks. Can you please?
He's going to know the truth. That look, I did not want you, but I'm here because responsibility is important, and that's the truth he's going to know. And that his mother did not want me to be a part of his life.
I don't think she did not want to be part of this
tried.
life. I think that you were just happy to get.
Now she thinking for her. I don't think she didn't want what the judge is a girl's girl.
Classic.
Black men stay out of courtrooms. Send me a motherfucking invoice. I ain't coming.
I'm only gonna do this once.
And she's
Send me
smiling,
an
bro. Look, that's not sadness.
Come on, man.
Mhm.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Diabolical.
Hey, listen, if I'm Rodney, I need my one with this dread-headed fellow right here. I need my one. You know what I'm saying? On one of them custody exchanges, on one of the drop offs, I need it. Yeah. And I'm gaslighting.
Hey, yo, Brooks.
And I'm gaslighting them until I get it. Yep.
Hey,
Absolutely.
yo, Brooks, why don't you go ahead and bring my offspring up out of here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gaslighting. Yeah.
Hey, don't send him out here with them peasant shoes on. I bought him some new J's the other day. Make sure he got those on. We going to the rodeo tonight.
Yeah.
And monster trucks. And we go after that, we're gonna go to main event too. We about to play some video games tonight.
Yeah.
It's cool. I know you can't afford it.
Yep.
It's all right.
I appreciate you, dog. Give me my blood son. You know what I'm saying? This weekend I'm teaching them how to iron. Because over there at y'all house, by the judge. And
his last name about to get changed from Brooks to Owens.
Facts.
Rodney going. Rodney is not about to let that little boy keep the last name of Brooks. His name about to be Owens.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't
it's gonna be Jackson Owens?
Why wouldn't it be? We're gonna be why wouldn't it be?
Classic.
Ain't it, man? Come on. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. Sisterhood judge. Yeah, she a sister. Yeah, she's a girl's girl. AJ said the way to keep a family divided and the child is the one who will hurt the most. Racehead says she's a calculated hyena. Can you smell it? No, I don't want to smell it. She let everybody in their bald head. I know that thing hidden. Tons of mice said, I did not want you, Father of the Year. If I am Rodney, I am cracking your wife just because. Oh, definitely.
Classic.
What? Soon as all this little bullshit blow over, she got what? Hey, listen. Is you
Rodney,
crazy?
Brooks is upset because I have your child. It's okay. I'm gonna take care of you and the child for a little bit. I got a guest bedroom. You could come stay in Lil Jackson room with Jackson. Well, Jackson only got a twin bed. I know.
Classic.
It ain't even gonna take that. The first Christmas he could get them draws. I'm telling you, the amount of y'all don't want to talk about it on here. The amount of baby daddies and baby mamas that crack each other around the holidays on some nostalgia, euphoria shit, unbelievable.
Classic.
Hold on, hello. Yeah. Mom says she wants you to bring Jackson over. Look. I told her that you don't know about Sean, but you know what? It's been maybe we should bury the hatchet. Like, let's just be co-parents. You agree? All right. You leave Brooks at home, though. My family don't want him over here. It's cool. You could just drop him off to me. You could just drop off Jackson to me. It's cool. You could just drop him off to me. You ain't even got to be there. You and Brooks go have a nice date night. No. I'm not used to being without my kid. I know. It's cool. You're welcome here. Jackson is family. That means you family, baby. Oh, my bad. I don't call you that no more. You know what? You are a married woman. We've been through this. You know what? Just keep that 700. I see you on Christmas Eve. All right. Y'all take care. All right. Give Brooks my love. All right. Peace out. Every time.
I will deny the plaintiff's claim for $700.
Good.
And I strongly suggest that you both get yourself some legal help to try to sort this family issue out, okay?
We in court.
And Mr. Owens, having a child is the greatest gift you'll ever have in your life. If you don't really want to be a father, leave him alone.
Please don't mess up my child. That's all.
Okay? That's it.
I'm going to be there for him.
Okay, well, that's good. But do it because you want to, not because it's an obligation. Understand? There's a difference.
Wait. So you mean to
He
tell
decided
me
to be this boy's father, not because there was a...
the narrative is that Black men don't want to be fathers. And he's saying, I'm going to be there for the child. Look, everyone. Look, I'm going to tell you guys something. It might break some hearts. The world is a very cruel, dark, and cold and wet place. And yes, he's going to tell the son, look, I didn't want you. And I understand how that might make you feel. But you got to understand that you might feel this way too one day. As you can see, I love you. I take care of you. And we are the best of buds. You, my little dude. I'm glad that you're here. I just wish it was under different circumstances. And I guarantee you that the love that he shows the kid is going to outshine his youthful, indiscretions.
Hey, how do he word to the son that his mama was a bust?
Classic.
See, here's the thing. I don't think that Rodney is going to tell the son that. I think he's just going to tell him, like, when he gets old enough. And I guarantee you he's not going to tell the 4-year-old this. But when he gets old enough, when you had that father-son conversation, I've had conversations with my dad about my own coming into this world because I just needed to know some things. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be oblivious as to what I was stepping into as a man. And I talked to him and I said, how did you feel? Because my parents had me when they was young. They was married, very young, 20, 21 years old. Dad balling out of control. Mom's a beauty queen and in medical school. I'm like, so y'all just had me? And my dad told me, he was like, look, I wasn't necessarily trying to go for that, but we were married and we knew that we wanted kids early because we didn't want to be old parents. And I said, and you thought that was a really good idea? And he was like, yeah, it was a good idea. I got you. I got your brothers and sisters. He said, you know, it was hard at first because I was a kid and you understand that now because of your current age. He's like, but you know, I was a kid. I didn't really know how to be a father. I learned on the job. He said, and then you were an easy kid to parent. Said everybody don't get it like that. Some people, they don't want to be parents and they realize it that this is too hard for them to do.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's been 4 years. Rodney has grown, and now he's like, I'm gonna be this kid's daddy because he's here. What are you talking about? It's responsibility.
Yeah. Ian Too Deep said I would get Thanksgiving and Christmas buns until my daughter was 10. I don't be I don't be lying. I don't be lying, bro. On them holidays, them women get real vulnerable, G. And they start, and what happens is they could hate the baby daddy guts all the rest of the time of the year. But around the holiday, when they try to be amicable with each other,
they get sentimental.
They have a moment of sentimental vulnerability, watching the kids open the gift, taking the little pictures, agreeing to wear the matching pajamas. It start feeling like the ideal family that they was picturing when they first found out they was popped by this nigga. You feel me? And then he end up getting some vulnerability cheeks.
Classic.
I have social media and
going down.
I mean, y'all have social media too. We don't have to like give personal stories. All y'all got to do is go on social media during holiday season.
KMS, what up? Yep.
People that hated each other got on matching pajamas.
So you know he clapping that day. They gonna love each other for the night. Ray says for the whole day. You see what I'm saying? They probably and you know when they get it cracking, that night before, gift wrapping.
Classic.
Yeah, they drink an eggnog and wine. And
and they
get the holiday
late.
bourbon.
It get late and it's just the two of them. You gonna help me wrap these gifts, ain't you? Yeah, I'll come in there.
They roll a stogie.
Yeah, you know what's going on. Ray says there. Rodney, do not tell him you didn't want him. Let that ish ride, bro. No, he got to give his account because if he don't, the mama will. Don't let her paint the narrative. Speak for yourself, King.
She's going to tell the kid.
Yeah, that's why
because I guarantee you it's gonna come a time, probably like 11 or 12, when he makes his first all-star baseball game, or if he grows up to be tall, because like if he grows up to be tall and he's like the starting hooper, both of them gonna be there supporting Lil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna run up to his dad and hug his dad, and then his mama gonna be like, he didn't even want you.
Mm-hmm.
He has to formulate a better way to tell him than I just didn't want you. He's got to give him the situation and usher his son into manhood. It's his responsibility.
Tristan said, figuring out your mama was a bop for free will be difficult for Lil Jackson. Ellis said the boys figure out their mom behavior around 16, 17. Tons of Mike said, I raised my son who was born when I was 19 alone, but I gave him a bag of condoms when he was ready. Smart man. Soft Rain said, never what? Oh, she said her baby daddy can't get it. Yeah, I mean, they exist. The women who don't want nothing to do with their baby daddy, like physically or at all for that matter, that exists too. But I'm telling you, the amount of baby daddy, baby mama double backing that be going on. Oh God, I'm betting
the over.
Classic.
Getting paid.
Yeah, I'm gonna get if y'all give me 10 relationships where and like I said, social media exists. All it takes is a little bit of Wayback Machine. And you gonna find out that they enemies up until December 23rd.
Yeah.
And every year for the last 9 years, they have been enemies up until December 23rd. He all types of broke, he all types of deadbeats, but December 23rd, they are a big, smiling, happy family, and somehow they keep adding to the family.
Why
and all of their birthdays be around September.
Do the math. I ain't lied about okay.
You ever notice it's a whole lot of September birthdays?
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of September birthdays.
Yep.
Why do you think that is?
International Scope said, no, I'm not doubling back. I feel you. The Ohio 513 said holiday cheer. Yep.
September birthday or late August. That'd be it too. Late August or something. Because you know, if they did the Thanksgiving thing together, then
That's
they
what
go
I
do the
was just gonna
Christmas
say.
thing together.
Thanksgiving
Then, you know, they
too.
might hit up New Year's because, you
They
know,
might.
can't go out.
They might.
You know,
They might do
late
that.
August, early
That look-
September. It's a whole lot of kids.
From Halloween all the way to like January 7th. Watch your joint. Watch her. Watch her.
I just don't have any time. The kids are on vacation. And, yeah, but he over there. You drive by the house. I ain't never did this, but I've been told.
Hey, Ricardo said holiday shit, random Tuesday. That too.
I just wanted it to be Tuesday.
That I'm trying to tell y'all be okay. Listen, the worst thing a woman could tell me that got kids, and I know this is gonna sound dysfunctional as hell, but if I'm thinking about dating a woman that has children, because I got a 1-child maximum, but if it's children, and I say, okay, well, how's the relationship with the father? Oh, we co-parent great, you know what I'm saying? We friends, you know what I mean? We keep everything about the kids and we get along fine. That means still can crack.
Classic.
That's exactly what that means. I need that shit mildly toxic, mildly dysfunctional, barely a little on the edge. You feel me? Yeah, I need it like that. I don't need it to where, oh yeah, we get along great. You know, they always tell you this too. This is what they tell you, Tez. He done moved on, you know what I'm saying? He got his wife or his woman. And what the fuck do that mean? What do that mean?
Look, what they saying right here in this chat,
what up?
Including conversations with Soft Rain. Yeah, see? In Too Deep knows he been there. Rain. The baby mamas give in to make sure their babies have a good Christmas.
No.
And let me tell you, I would hazard a guess after hearing allegedly allegedly. Well, all I do is work and take care of these kids, and it's not adding a new body. And we've been there before, and these his kids anyway. And I'm a free woman, and I could do whatever I want. And you know, it was good when it was good. So one time won't hurt.
Yep. I'm not adding a new body. That's the one.
The favorite one is this.
That's the one.
If you guys, and like this is the human experience where we keep it real and we talk about life. You know, many moons ago, you know, I was a guy who was much more understanding than I am today. And I remember what I was told is that I don't have people at my house to protect my kids from a man that I would bring into the house. Yet their father had no issues spending the night, watching the kids at the house, sleeping on the couch. These are all of the things that I had to deal with. And then we broke up because I couldn't deal with the lack of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't leave the kids to come to my house and stay, which she was invited. She didn't want to do nothing like going to a hotel because she felt dirty. And I couldn't come over because her kids lived there. But the dad of those kids could come over and sleep there, watch them at the house anytime that she wanted. But she didn't want to leave the house when he was there because it's her house, blah, 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 blah. So I thought about this. I broke up with her, and a couple of months later, they announced a pregnancy.
Oh, yeah.
They announced that they were trying again, and that they had an unexpected bundle of joy with a chalkboard. And both their handprints on it, and all the kids standing around them while they looked happy. She had on a nice white dress for what reason I don't know, and he had on a button-up shirt that was too baggy for him and some baggy jeans, and he thought it's some dirty Air Force Ones, and he thought that he was doing it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this was years and years ago, but I will never forget the fact that she always was lying to me. And I'm like, I ain't at that point, I was like, look, I haven't been with you in like 3-4 months. I'm not about to keep doing this. I was too nice, bro. I was like, man, you got something going on over there. I'm not stupid. Come on now. I'm not stupid. I'm not like I was forgiving, but I wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
And then I was like, see, my men's tuition. It was correct. And here and now years later, I'm not putting nobody else's business out there with their real names, but they got like three additional children. It's like 5 of them little bastards already. Stats. Okay. Number of virgins in America hits record. January 28th, 2025, the proportion of women aged 22 to 34 who said they were virgins rose from 5% in 2013 to 15 to 7% in 2022 and 23. Well, that's because Gen Z is not sleeping with people. For the most part.
Lying.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what they're saying. So Gen Z is saying they don't do anything. I think humans are humans. It's always going to be the same number no matter what.
Roxy had a question.
Have y'all thought about this from the child's point of view? Who wants to be told they wasn't wanted and someone paid to vacate you? This child is going to grow up and have trauma with this experience. Just know. I don't think he's going to tell the kid when it's a kid. I didn't gather that from Rodney. I didn't gather that from him. I gathered that he's going to tell the truth eventually, but he wants to raise the child, which I don't see. So what, y'all telling me that he can't raise the child just because he has a particular viewpoint about what actually happened?
Yeah.
So he's not allowed to tell the truth.
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. So don't raise the child that you made and you're a deadbeat. He's gonna pay child support anyway because you did a paternity test in a legal court.
Mm-hmm.
It's a legal court, regardless of which type of court it is. It's a legal court, which means there's legal precedent. He said he wants to have rights. In order to get rights, he's going on child support. Y'all understand that, right? He's going on child support, and that birth certificate is going to be amended. There's no doubt about this. He understands that. How is the kid going to get shielded later on down the line when the kid looks at his birth certificate and he says, "Hey, mommy, why do I have 2 birth certificates?" The kid's 4. The kid's not going to remember that Terry hadn't been in his life the entire time. That's Rodney, y'all. He's not going to remember that he hasn't been in his life the entire time. Lil Jackson gonna know that he gonna know, oh, dad been here, but also so has Brooks. I got 2 dads. That's how it's gonna happen. And I think that's actually very healthy that he's gonna have 3 people looking after him for the rest of his life, as long as they all shall live. But to discount Rodney experience because he wants to be a father is cruel. That's what's actually cruel. If you had a child running around right now, I would hazard a guess that you would look at the circumstance and also be a man. Ain't nothing not manly about wanting to take care of your kids. Nothing.
Nah, I would. I'm gonna be real with you. In this situation, if I was Rodney, I would fight for full custody, and if I lose, I'll just let them have it.
You think he ain't gonna fight for it?
No, I'm just saying I'll fight for full custody. But if I get ruled against, I'm out. I'll just send the bread. I'll just let them have it. I know it's an unpopular thing to say and shit like that, but under these particular circumstances, I'm groovy. You know what I'm saying? Because what it end up happening, I'm not interested in putting myself in situations that could land me in jail. And the based on the tension of that situation and the way that it's set up, he could very well end up slapping the shit out of her husband at some point. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to.
Yeah, bro.
They probably fought after this.
And then they're going to play the assault game. They're going to press charges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's going to fight him after court. They probably fought.
I'd have left it alone. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to fight for custody. If I can't get custody, you know what I'm saying, tell my youngin' to come holler at me when he 18. And I'll let him know my side of the story. And we're going to cook from there. Straight like that. Roxy said, hey, at 18 for him, we got a lot of life left. Let's kick it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they had him young. Yeah, they had him young.
Yeah, he gonna get my side of the
early
story.
20s.
We're gonna rock out. Roxy said, no, he could tell the truth at some point, but not while the child is growing up. But already, Roxy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's a lot of the problem now is that we try to coddle children. Life is tough, and the sooner a child realizes, the better. I'm of that belief system. I believe children that grow up tough are more prepared for things.
Tell me the truth.
Yeah, like explain to children, tell them the harsh truth, let them get used to getting bad news, quote unquote, bad news, let them get used to dealing with inconvenient information and life circumstances, let them get used to that. Like this whole thing of like children should be completely sheltered from all forms of any type of harm, emotional, physical, of any kind, in any way, shape, or form until they, put them in a freaking bubble until they turn like 13 and shit. Like that's not working. Like that's why we have a sensitive ass society now. We got a society full of pussy ass adults right now as you speak. Right now as we speak, we do. Bunch of hoe ass adults running around. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of bullying and everybody became bitches. You know what I'm saying? Bullies was making men and mice out of people. You knew where you stood on social hierarchy very young when bullies were in the school. You understood. You know what I'm saying? You learned about yourself, whether or not you were courageous. You learned about your fight or flight response, whether you were prone to freezing. You learned whether or not you could fight. You learned how to stick up for yourself. You learned a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole like keeping kids away from everything that's gonna end up hitting them upside their head in life anyway. I just don't necessarily agree with that. I think that children should be allowed to fail in controlled environments. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So like I would rather, if your child gonna try, you know, THC at some point, right? I'd rather they first time be with me. I'd rather them be comfortable enough to holler at me and be like, hey, my friends are getting into this, and I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about it, but I wanted to come holler at you, Pop.
You're not the first parent that has said that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, if you want to see how I feel, come on with me to the garage and let's, you know what I'm saying? Woo out the blase skippity. You know what I'm saying?
9 times you're gonna find out. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find out they knew that you had it in the garage, and they tried it anyway.
I mean,
it wasn't in the garage.
Well, whatever the case may be, you get what I'm saying, though. Like controlled environments are very important. You know, your child want to try liquor at underage. You know, it's unpopular to say and stuff like that. And this is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But your child want to try alcohol and they not necessarily 21, and they plan to go out to the parties and do it anyway. You know what? I want you to see what going past the edge a little bit feels like at home first, before you get outside and I got to come get you out of some handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? So like the coddling, I'm not with. You know what I'm saying? But that is why fathers are necessary, because Roxy, what she stated here sounds like a woman talking. No disrespect to women. This sounds like woman lot, and that's why men are so necessary, because we gonna get that baby prepared. Y'all gonna coddle, overprotect, over shelter, over bear, over all that. We gonna get him ready. That's why when the baby fall down, oh, baby, get up. Oh, my God, are you okay? That's y'all natural instinct. Baby fall down in front of us. Get up. You good. Get up. Get up. Stop crying. You good. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Listen, when you tell the baby that, they believe it. They get up. They don't cry. And they keep playing. They cry based off the response you get.
Your reaction that makes them cry.
Come on, man. It's women like this that raise their children to hate the father. She will badmouth Rodney from day one, and the simp husband will too. Yeah. But see, that's okay, because you can always slap the shit out of him in front of your child too. You can let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Assert your dominance, if you will. International Skull said, facts. I always said that if my kids start smoking trees or drinking, I would prefer they just come to me. Yep. In Too Deep said, I smoked my pops. Yeah. In Too Deep said, shit, I got hammered with my dad too. Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I tried beer was with my dad. Yeah. Real shit. Classic. But yeah, this one pretty cut and dry. Rodney got the cut short end of the stick. Another one bites the dust, chat. Pretty crystal clear.
You could at least give him his money back.
Hey, what you want us to do? Tez, you wanna handle the housekeeping? I'm about to throw the screenshot.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get it. Go ahead and screenshot the screen. Oh, damn. Where's she come from? Not her.
She's trying to come get us now. We don't need that.
No,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Raw Society Coalition. Currently, you are on The Human Experience. This is a joint show between the TezDown, myself, and the Classic Codes, this gentleman to the left of me. We have the Raw Society Coalition, which is 5 creators that come together like Voltron on the Raw Society Coalition page. Some of you may be watching from there right now, but there are other pages that just happen to be live and will be going live later on today. That is the Classic Codes, which is where most of you are watching right now. You have Souls of Thought on the No Middleman podcast. That's also including the co-hosts, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, and Conversation with Solve Rain. Conversation with Solve Rain had a wonderful show last night. After the after show or the after party, Uncle Plug usually comes through with his story time and his, analysis of daily life. And Souls of Thought will come through with the analysis, but also the therapy. You have witnessed the TezDown, as many of you have, and we are here right now with Tez and Classic. How y'all doing? Classic, I believe that we have a tour coming up with the rest of the Raw Society Coalition. Please show these wonderful people what we did in Chicago while we were on tour.
Absolutely, no problem, Tez. Here's a little recap of Chicago. Georgia is next. Georgia?
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story, y'all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul.
Hot fire.
Because
we
our feet's hot fire.
But yeah, man, there's been another great episode of The Human Experience. We appreciate everybody who slid through. If you haven't already, reminder, hit the like button and subscribe from wherever you watching from. Tap in with myself, the classic codes, and tap in with the TezDown. Subscribe to both so y'all can get this great content. We do not always collaborate. He has his own channel. I got my own channel. He has his own show. I got my own show. This is the one we do together every single week. So you can catch us on either platform at The Human Experience. But yeah, make sure you follow the whole coalition as well. And if y'all don't do nothing else, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it even in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story, y'all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger.